So to start everything off, please state your name and what you do.
Fernando Recinos, business broker with Hedgestone Business Advisors.
Okay, Fernando. And we're here at the Billionaire Buyers Club. So why did you decide to contribute and be a part of this club?
So I genuinely do believe in the vision that Mike has for the club itself.
Okay.
Also being an active broker, working on transactions, seeing things from a broker's perspective and understanding the ins and outs, just seeing the amount of opportunities that are out there, it only made sense to become a member and hopefully get involved in some of these deals.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say this is a very, very high level, high skilled networking event. Mike has so many connections. He just gathered everybody together. And, for all of us that haven't met these operators or investors today, it's great for us.
Yeah, it's an awesome amount of people here. Great people to meet, network with, and just increasing my overall pool of contacts at this point.
Yeah, exactly. So how did you originally meet Mike, and how did you originally become a broker of Hedgestone Business Advisors?
All right, so a little bit about my background. I used to be a real estate agent, licensed in 2018, and then I sold residential real estate. I got into fix and flips, wholesaling. One of my top clients who I've done deals with, fix and flip deals, partnered up in a lot of different things. Major small business owner, owned 15 different locations, reaches out to me, he's like, hey, listen, I trust you with my portfolio of residential fix and flip deals. I own X amount of businesses. I'm looking to liquidate all of my business portfolio. Would you want to handle the sale of it? And then I've never sold a business before. I've never even done commercial real estate. I didn't really know how to kind of even go about it. So I started asking around. I started interviewing with different commercial brokers, business brokers, and for the most part, one of the things that I came to find out, being a young, hungry entrepreneur, maybe they didn't see the opportunity in working with me. They essentially just wanted me to hand off the entire portfolio, give it to them, and then they would cut me a check at the end. It's not what I wanted to do. I was hungry to learn. I wanted to fully understand how to sell a business, and then that's how I stumbled upon Mike Steinberg, and then we sat down, looked at the deal together, we locked it up, and then from that point on, it opened up my eyes to a whole other world that's similar but different from residential real estate. And it just aligned more with my passions, sales, seeing deals, the ins and outs of putting deals together, and it was just a match made in heaven at that point.
You said this was the 15 portfolio?
Yeah, it was a portfolio of 15 individual units.
Units, okay. Because I know you had one portfolio of restaurants, but that's something.
So no, it was that one. That was the portfolio that got me into Hedgestone.
Okay, yeah. I remember I saw that deal originally, I guess when you first joined, and I was like, that's a crazy deal. I had never seen a deal that size packaged like that.
Right.
Standalone, yes, but in 15 different locations.
Yeah, it was a big undertaking. I would say there's a lot of key takeaways and a lot of lessons learned that I've implemented now when I go about the different conversations, and then just underwriting and analyzing deals at this point. Having the opportunity to work side by side with Mike on this, just seeing the way he viewed it and looking at the deal from all different angles, it just made all the difference. And fast forward to now, it's been a blessing. We have over $50 million in active listings right now. Just closed a couple of deals this past week, having my best month since I got into Hedgestone. So it's been pretty good, man. Can't complain.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
So for someone trying to, or for someone looking to join, or someone just finding out about our Hedgestone page or account on Instagram, stumbling on our website, what kind of advice would you give that young 21-year-old hungry individual that they've had a taste of sales, but as you and I can confirm, business brokering is a different type of sales compared to all other industries? What kind of advice would you give them from when you first started to what you've learned to this very exact same day?
Sure. So key takeaway things I would say. Number one, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. You genuinely have to put in the work to kind of see your business succeed and kind of propel. You need to have that right mindset and the right mentality, because at the end of the day, it's still sales, But you need to be willing to put in the work, you need to be willing to learn and understand what it is that we do, and just have a passion for connecting with people. I've built my business on relationships. I always tell people that my key and rule of thumb for life and for business, it's always going to be relationships over transactions. And I've kept that motto since I've started, and it's paid tenfold at this point.
Absolutely. That's very valuable right there. So I guess I want to finish this off by asking, what does Fernando plan to accomplish with Hedgestone or the Billionaire Buyers Club, or both, a year from today?
Sure. So I am a team lead within the Wolfpack. So I do run a team. I want to help them out and, kind of give them the nuggets that have been given to me, pass it down to the next class of freshmen that have come into the company. Just be a better leader, also just keep breaking my own records and goals that I'm setting for myself from a sales perspective. And at the same time, start investing into some of these deals like the car wash deal that we went over today, and just crazy amount of opportunities that we're seeing. It just makes sense to invest into these deals. So from Hedgestone perspective, just, excel in that and then start investing into some of these deals that are just too good to pass up on.
Absolutely. That sounds amazing. Fernando, thank you for joining us today on the podcast.
Thanks for having me, man.
All right, man.
Sweet.
Great.